Let's do this.
Hello and welcome YouTube to this review of the F2000, better known as F2000. It's the weapon we already had with the Close Quarters DLC back in Battlefield 3. Now it is coming again with the Second Assault DLC, and DICE has messed up again with the weapons for PC. I had to play on a unranked server, of course. I kind of went to America. Um, and that's why I have a awful ping, and that's why some scenes are a bit laggy. But I just wanted to test the weapon, and I didn't like the F2000 in Battlefield 3 because it was just like yeah, it shot too fast, and I didn't like it because the recoil was awful. So but I still was looking forward to it, and here you see the amount of time the guy used to die was a little too big. But now back to the F2000. I can't level cap you with the stats because there aren't any on Simtex.com, and I can just tell you what I tried out with a friend on another empty unranked server. The maximum damage is like in all the other assault rifles, 25. And the minimum damage, as we found out, is 16. The drop off, yeah, we couldn't find that out. But so it's 2 shots in the head to kill someone, which is pretty effective for hacklers. So I had some moments where there were people hiding behind big cover that just covered their body, but I was able to pick them up. Also because they were pretty high fire rate, but I have to say the fire rate is it's pretty manageable. I expected it to be like fast as fuck, but it isn't. It is. The recoil is really manageable, and I wanted to record some the drop off and the recoil, but I couldn't save the clip because as my friend shot me for literally no reason. I got kicked because of a too high ping, and I couldn't, and it went so fast I couldn't react and save the clip. So that clip's lost. I didn't. I just couldn't join on any server and use the F2000 then, but I don't know why. It was just impossible. So just say it goes straight up, and that's why it's pretty easy to control because it's just pull the mouse down. That's all. And the hip fire accuracy is absolutely beast. This gun is just a close quarters gun, like it's written in the books, right? So it's perfect. It's perfect for domination and team deathmatch, but I can also imagine this using on rush, just because it's kind of accurate. I later put on the heavy barrel to give it some more precision, because that is maybe the only issue this gun has. It's not very precise over distance. But on close quarters, this gun is just absolutely beast. No doubt about that. And I'm later going to use the special F2000 scope, which is kind of creepy, but I will use it in a second. And yeah, as I can't tell you the stats, I can't really compare it with other rifles, but I tried to compare it with the AAK, which is a pretty fast gun as well. And to be honest, I like the F2000 way more than the AAK, because the AAK, the recoil it has is difficult, and the F2000 is some kind of easy. It's I like it. I really like it, and I didn't expect to like it because I hated it on Battlefield 3, and I expected it to be the same. But I did some fair changes. That gun has now a chance over distance, and as I said, due to its high fire rate and manageable recoil, because it just pulls up, you can take down enemies on a pretty far range with not too many shots if you hit them good. So that is actually awesome. So I really recommend this gun if you want to use it. It's really it's really good, and I was surprised. And you see that that most of the kills, or at least the half of the kills, are hip fire kills because it's just so awesome. I took obviously a laser on because that makes it even more precise. The grip, I think it's the ergonomic I used just to give it more stability when I'm not mixing things up right now. And here I had to pick up M240 and then decided to just drop ammo and get back to my F2000. And it was a pretty good game. I expected it to be awful, but I got a good KD at the end, and it was awesome. But the only issue was they were so meh. So the lack of enemies. I even changed team for getting more enemies, but the effect was that later we had more. We had less enemies at the end again. So this much about that. Now for which people is this gun? Actually, it's kind of when you play Team Deathmatch a lot and you're used to the assault rifles for the faster firing, like the Ace-23 or I don't know, the AK. This gun fits perfect. Actually, I think I would use it rather than the L85, just because the L85, I don't know, it is a pretty good gun and it's pretty damn nasty, but the F2000, it just feels great. You have to prove it for yourself. In my opinion, this gun is awesome, and yes, I can't really say much. And here you see me using the strange-looking scope. Now it looks like some kind of alien weapon, and but it looks better than it's actually. It is better than it actually looks. It has a multiplier of 1.6, which isn't too much, but still gives you some kind of more more wide sight. And I think this is for this gun. It's perfect. More would be too much, and less is still good. You can play this gun with ease with a red dot sight, of course. But this felt just right, you know. You maybe know when it just feels right. Always talking about stats and stuff is okay, but stats don't make a weapon. And if you are good at a weapon, you should use it, even though the stats are against the weapon. And here, you see the spread is pretty controllable, even on distances about over 100 meters. And because the minimum damage is pretty high, because it's an assault rifle, you won't have any big problems with shooting by far range. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about the F2000. I'm sorry for the cuts; they aren't as precise as they used to be, because I'm kind of rushing. I got stuff going on tomorrow, but I wanted to get this video out not tonight. So I'm sorry for the lack of quality. But I hope you enjoyed it still, and had a little look on the weapon. And yeah, I see you guys on the next weapon review or comment review, whatever.